Today I'm going to show you how to get motion blur on your clips, whether that's if you're on a PS4 Pro, on a PS4, just a normal PS4, or if you're on an Xbox. So if you're on the normal PS4 Pro, it's just simply in the settings. You just go to your options, then you'll see motion blur on and off. I've just turned it off, but I usually play with it on. So with motion blur on, all these fast movements that you're doing, look, when you do these fast movements, you can see the blur, if you know what I mean. You kind of get used to it if you play it a lot. Yeah, you get used to that if you play it a lot. With motion blur off, it looks like this. This looks like regular, to be honest, regular. If you're used to not playing with it on, if you're used to not playing with it on, then you just see. Please, this looks normal. Yeah, with motion blur off, it just looks normal, to be honest. I'm gonna turn it back on. And then if you're not on a PS4, Pro, you don't have the option to go into your settings. You don't have the option to go into your settings and just turn on motion blur. So what you do? So I'm gonna turn it off to show you what it would look like on if I wasn't on a PS4 Pro. And then you go, yeah. So for this, you can't be in somebody else's block. You have to be in your own block. So I'm gonna go back to hub and go to yeah. So for this, you gotta be in your normal block. You gotta be in your normal block. But you can't do it in other people's blocks. So like, you have to type in clips as arena and things like that. For this, you just go into your settings and then go to my islands. And then you'll have these things that say on camera filter. All of them give you a different type of motion blur. Basically, you can use these on if you don't have a PS4 Pro. You can use these just as a normal PS4. But the best ones are probably retro. If you go back and use retro, it'll give you a different type of effect or different type of motion blur. But these are just probably a bit over the top. But the best one I recommend is going to my islands. Low exposure. This is the new one that they've added. I don't know why I put it on that. Low exposure. As you can see, it just gives you a different type of motion. So when you're moving, making these fast motions, especially when you have effects on like your pickaxe, on your skins, or stuff like that, it just makes the game look better. You know what I mean? Makes your clips look more smooth.